Today, I decided to add a new feature to the podcast called Monday Minutes. And this is just little clips because I have these thoughts coming to me all the time about things that I could share with you to maybe make your life a little bit better. So, today I'm going to talk about victim mentality. And I want to tell you, I have really worked hard to shed that mentality and not have victim mentality. But I really believe in authenticity, truth, and vulnerability. So I'm here to share with you that I think if we're going to be completely honest, we all have experienced victim mentality at some point and with certain situations. And maybe it doesn't rear its ugly head quite so often anymore, but I read this little thing about victim mentality that I want to share with you, and then just kind of reflect on it and say, how can we move past that and how can we shed that and let that go? Well, the first thing is to become aware. So let's picture this: a man in a corner with a rope tied around his wrist. That could be a cord or something that's just tying you down, right? And then next to him, you have this beautiful oasis with the sun shining, the waterfall, flowers, just beauty, right? So he's sitting there and he's thinking, I can't get it out of the situation. I have no way out. When in actuality, the real answer lies in him releasing the rope around his wrist or cutting that cord that is binding him to that dark, shadowy corner and experiencing life as life wants you to experience it. So I think there's something really disabling about victim mentality because you do feel like there's no way out. You can't get out of the corner. Let's say it's financial or weight or emotional pain. The very first thing that you have to keep in mind is maybe you won't cut that cord completely or break it off. But if you work little bit by little bit, maybe kind of shedding some of the fibers in the cord, eventually you will be able to get up and walk into that oasis. However, there's other cords that will come. So the more you practice the tools to help you leave that victim mentality and experience the beauty of this oasis that we call life surrounding us, the quicker you can do it the next time. And I'm all about doing things to help my mental health and my physical health and my spiritual health. So one of the things that I do is journal every day about something. I also do creative projects. I have an art journal, and yes, I am an artist and I've painted some really beautiful pictures and I've sold a lot of art. I also have an art journal that has a lot of junk in it, stuff that I wouldn't show anybody, but I keep it because it reminds me of that day or that emotion. And just the act of doing and scribbling and getting that out in the journal helps me release that and move forward on my journey. Yesterday, I was really tired and I had not been working out. I made this pact with my son and we've been going to the gym and he's showing me some of the weightlifting equipment and I really enjoy it. It makes me feel good. No, I don't have buns of steel, but I love doing the weights. And I got home from vacation and, time gets away from you and you've got all this stuff to catch up on and I'm exhausted from traveling and I hadn't gone. And last night he's like, okay, we're going to go to the gym. Come on. And he really almost pushed me, right? Forced me to go to the gym. But I decided that I would go and I did some weightlifting and I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me. just by doing that little bit of weight training that I did yesterday. And that's how it can be when you infuse these little tools into your life to help you feel that freedom. So, my challenge to you this week on Monday Minutes is to get yourself a cheap little journal. And in this week's journal, I want you to think about certain situations or people or experiences that have kind of put you in that victim mentality. And then I want you to write about how you released yourself from the victim mentality, even if you haven't done it yet. What are you feeling? How did you do it? Where are you? What's your life look like? I want you to journal about that all week and then leave me some comments and let me know how that helped you or how that made you feel. And next week, we're going to talk about something else in Monday Minutes.